Hi everyone, I hope you're all doing well. I'll just get right into the presentation. Um, okay, so the company that I chose to do was Mastercraft Hardwood Flooring Company. Um, and I chose them. Um, I just said thanks for choosing us, even though you didn't, because I chose Elliot because he's a close friend and I knew that he wouldn't care too much whether um, I was a professional or not. And I knew that he has opinions, but also knew that he wouldn't be too picky. And go into this presentation will be off of. We'll start with the company and some specifics about hardwood flooring that I needed to learn, the intended audience and research, style direction and ads and how that kind of formed, and future steps because of the coronavirus. I had to put off some things that will be published later and um, had to postpone some other things. So the Mastercraft Hardwood Flooring Company is a family business. Lee Peterson established it in 1987, and they do hardwood flooring, and they hire out sometimes, but they always go with their hired gigs. Um, so Lee Peterson has four sons, and they all grew up um, working for his hardwood flooring company. Most of them moved on to a different career, but Elliot really likes hardwood flooring and is going to continue on the company. And their core value is quality, that they work hard for quality results. Even though it's their main value, I learned that they don't use language like quality guaranteed anymore. They started off that way, but they found through experience that some people can be a little more picky beyond reason, and if they guarantee quality to a certain extent, but that would be too much language to define to what extent. They have redone floors that they have done and missed something, and they went back and redid it, but they don't always, because sometimes the complaints are unreasonable. Um, so for intended audience, I talked with Elliot about who he usually does hardwood flooring for, and he tends to do hardwood flooring for homeowners that are at least 30 years old. There's not a lot of people in their 20s looking to redo their houses or redo their floors, and a net income of higher than $70,000. That it's not really a necessary, or most often it's not a necessary construction project. And for research, what would make you feel good about purchasing hardwood floors was the question that I got. The most answers to, a lot of people just skip the rest of the questions, which might have been because of how I worded it, or um, just because it didn't seem to matter to them. And some of those questions I did make after I learned about types of hardwood floors. Like there's engineer vinyl plank, and it's a cherry wood, Brazilian wood, and what the most popular woods are. And most people don't really think about that. They just choose the style that they like. So it would have been helpful for the future to have pictures, um, or even just materials for people to choose instead of using names, because a lot of people aren't familiar with that. But the highest answer was that hardwood flooring, they look for long-lasting flooring, um, which then guided what I chose for the direction. Beginning direction, I wanted to go with something fun and family friendly. So I chose like fun colors, and the pictures are like people and they have kids and dogs, and it's just like family life, because I thought a lot of families probably do hardwood flooring because who wants to clean up carpet all the time if you have kids and pets making messes all the time? Hardwood flooring is just easier to clean up. But then I talked with Elliot about it, and he liked more of the professional look, where it's already furnished, but there's no one in sight. It's just like a clear view of the hardwood floor. Um, and the black, brown, and white seemed to go better with their brand, because looking back at the colors I looked at before, I wanted to look good with brown, but it kind of just looks beachy. And then I ended up going with more of a bold font than their Times New Roman. I chose at the beginning, it was Times New Roman because that's what their logo is, and their van has that on it, but you don't really see their logo very much, and most people don't really go to their website. So um, their van, he tends to park his van in front of his house, which isn't in view of the public, so it's not really part of their usual advertisement, so it wouldn't throw people too much off to see Mastercraft brand with bold font instead. Um, and it's also just cringy to see Times New Roman, because you just think of school looking at it. Um, so for copy direction, I went along with the long-lasting idea, that the quality that a lot of people chose in their flooring. So with durable wood, timeless style, the wood is durable, but then also, even though it's durable, it's not going to go out of style. So it's durable in two different ways, and also used language like your home, like making um, making it personal to people, not using the word house, because house is just more informal. It's less personal to you. Dependable, more along the lines of long lasting, add warmth to your home. That was when I was going. That was one of the copy I was when I was thinking of the family friendly, but it still worked with the professional pictures. Um, and add value to your home. Elliot also does a lot of jobs for people who are creating, who are redoing houses, and so they kind of, a lot of people put carpet over their hardwood floors, so a lot of what their jobs are is tearing up carpet and refinishing floors, and a lot of people do that to invest in and add value to their what do you call it, like properties, Airbnb type um, houses. Um, and then for the ads, so now we'll get into what I actually made. Um, this was originally going to be the newsletter, but it just kind of made me start thinking that it did kind of look more like a flyer, um, and it would be harder to have those links in there because of how I made it. And I used Canva for this one, which was a helpful template, um, and used his picture, which is what I learned that talking to him, he really wanted me to use jobs that he actually did, so it would be more authentic, because even though some people might not realize that's what those are things, actual jobs he's done, or it doesn't matter to them, he just wanted to make sure it was more of a honest design. So that's what I went with for this one. Because I do have an Instagram account that Elliot's been posting to, and a Facebook account, which he didn't realize they had until um, this until I had to dig down and ask more. And they also have a website which needs to be redesigned. That'd be fun for a future class. Um, I added all this stuff on what we do, because some people do ask specifics. We were in church one day, and a lady came up to us when I was with Jody and Elliot, and she asked, like, "Oh, do you do specifically engineered hardwood? I don't know, engineered flooring or the luxury vinyl plank? That one's the most popular. If you guys wanted to know." But yeah, some people really do know exactly what they want because she was buying it for an office, so she had done research. Um, yeah, but that was for the one section of people who actually want to know, but you can go down where to find out more if people need to ask questions about um, what kind. Oops, I think the camera went out. Oh, I don't want to start the camera again. Okay, so then Instagram ads. Um, so for the Instagram ads, I created these ads. I'll pull up their descriptions because they all kind of went along with the caption. Ooh, sorry, my camera goes out every time I move. Add warmth to your home. So I don't know if you can see my mouse. But for add warmth to your home, this biggest one in the middle, the caption will be contact Mastercraft Floors to add value to your home today. Then for each of them, I put a number in the website on it. And then durable wood to the bottom right to the left of the toilet paper is call or email Mastercraft Flooring today for a fresh style with the number and website. And then for the toilet paper, hardwood flooring that will outlast a pandemic. Invest in your home. And then for the other ones, just kind of other, like no need to distract guests from shabby carpet anymore. And just trying to make it more of a fun stuff to say along with the short, durable wood, timeless style, or add value to your home, add warmth to your home. For the Facebook ads, I did something similar, just a different format, using the black square and the block bold font, kind of meant to look like a hardwood floor or to like give that impression so people can kind of see it's about the floor and the focus being on the floor. Um, and these were the kind of pictures that Elliot wanted, and a lot of these aren't from his jobs, but he, after talking about how he wanted to have mostly his pictures, we realized he didn't have a lot of pictures. Like he had pictures of the same sites, but he didn't have varying um, types of materials. So I um, recommended that we just used these stock photos as placeholders for the ads until he gets more pictures, and then we can start making more ads with his actual jobs that he's done. For the newsletter, I used MailChimp. I made this one just short um, because I realized people don't really like, after doing emails, I don't look that far and I don't really scroll. So just keeping it short, and that was a picture of one of his jobs for that one. And then just having the family owned it, so it's like trustworthy, um, and just a link to their website and the links below those, because if people are getting this, that they can um, go straight to asking questions if they're thinking about it. So original goals were portfolio, um, the ads, posted weekly, flyers and community newsletter. Those didn't really work out. They kind of did. I did the ads, but I didn't post them because we were thinking of posting them after coronavirus. And then the um, flyer is designed. It's not distributed, but people aren't really going to see it. And the newsletter designed, but over to postpone is a collection of email addresses because he didn't know who to send them to. So I just gave them, gonna give this to him. So He can put it in a file and ready to send later, for when he wants to spend money and buy like lists of emails that he can use. An inform client. Oh, most of that was just tell Elliot, like tell Elliot of how to access everything and post it, because a lot of them are like scheduled, but not scheduled for a certain time. They're just kind of drafts, because he doesn't know when he wants it to be posted. And then postpone is his portfolio, because we did realize he doesn't have enough pictures to make a portfolio. And then distribution, flyers and stuff. Yeah, and the collection of email addresses. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys have had a okay finals week, and talk to you later. Hope I see you all next year.